What's up, guys? So I'm finally back to make a video on the Audi, and the goodies for today will be the 12.5 front millimeter spacer with a whole stud conversion kit, and the rears are going to get 15 millimeter spacers. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted an aggressive stance, so I'm going to push this wheel out. And I also don't like these. I took this wheel off once and hated it, so that's the whole point of the extended studs, plus my wheel and brake setup. So I'm also going to be test fitting the SQ5 Brembo upgrade. Ignition Tube did a video on these, and apparently they just bolt up, so I want to make sure, as well as the new rotor. I think this one's 345 millimeters in diameter, so pretty massive, and I want to see if I can work with the stock wheel, which is I think 18 by 8.5. So yeah, I'm going to test fit all these parts. Well, those for sure are going to go on, and then I'm going to look like a monster truck for about a month before my suspension comes in, but that'll be another video. So let's get working on these. Finally got the SQ5 Brembo on. It did bolt up to the stock knuckle. It looks really good. I was trying to take the stock rotor off, but it's kind of rusted on, and before I PB blast and hit it off and test fit this giant rotor, I was just more curious on the fitment of this caliper, and I have the OEM one zip tied to the back. So I'm just gonna throw the spacer on and the torque down the wheel studs and see what it looks like with the stock wheel. So ECS recommends using blue Loctite. I'm gonna go with red because I don't want my wheels falling off. And it'll be, I think we torque them down to 11.5 foot-pound of torque. Just give it a torque like that. Actually, I'm curious if the stock wheel will fit without a spacer. Let's try that. Oh, that's the stock wheel with no spacer, and it pretty much touches, so good thing I grabbed the spacers for test fitment. Alright, so I got the stock wheel on with the 12.5 mil spacer and the wheel studs, and the SQ5 Brembo clears with plenty of room right there, so no issue with rubbing. I'm happy I'm able to still run the wheels, and I might get longer lug nuts, but for now I'll keep those. So I'll take it all off again, put the stock setup, and just do the studs and wheel spacers on all fours. And then I'll do an overview of how it looks after the fact on stock A5 suspension, and until my new suspension comes in, you guys will get to take a look at what your car could look like if you want to do wheel spacers with no suspension added. I saw some of the pictures on the forums, but you can't really tell online what it looks like in person, so I know I'm gonna look kind of monster truckish, but that's fine. It'll only be for about a month. Finally had a chance to film the outro, but it's been about 2 to 3 weeks since I installed the wheel spacers and studs, and now I can really tell how much wider the car looks with the spacers on, and it gives that just that little bit of a extra aggressive look to the car. So overall I'm happy with it. Definitely a mod you got to do on your car, and didn't have to deal with any alignment issues because you're only going wider. Didn't really affect it too much, or nothing at all. So if you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and next video will be on these guys, the Brembo big brake kit. So see you guys.